if I was an investor, what kind of things do I need to be thinking about to kind of get up to do the best possible investment if I'm thinking about that?
Yeah, I mean, when investors invest, they're typically investing for the numbers, the return on investment. And usually what I tell people is Hawaii is pretty much on the residential side, which is going to include some of the short-term vacation rentals of what I call a cap rate or a capitalization rate. And you can kind of Google what that is at some point. But we're about 4%. And it can be 3.5% to 4.5%. I can kind of get people in those ranges. And the biggest thing is if you're going to use your investment, that means you're taking it out of the investment pool at the time. The more you use it, the less return on your money you're going to get. So you have this big balancing effect that I have to chat with with people sometimes. Is like, hey, how often do you want to use it? We want to use it 6 months out of the year. We want to be positive cash flow. Okay, well, you've just eliminated income for 6 months out of the year by using it that much. So how do we position you? How much cash do you have to bring in? Do you have to pay all cash in order to be positive cash flow in that capacity? Or can we put some what we call debt servicing or a loan on the property to be able to balance it out? And it's all just kind of looking at the numbers and massaging the game and what's the lifestyle and what's the kind of investment performance you want. We analyze it. Does this make sense for you? Yes, no, you can move forward or not.
Yeah, excellent. I think that's what you have to think about. It's all about the numbers and how much cash you want to put down. And I think that's a really good point that you brought up, Scott, which is if you use the property, you're sort of taken away. Then the other part of your calculation is, yes, you're using the property, but at the same time, how much would you pay for a vacation if you were to go on a vacation anyway? And how does all that factor? So lots of calculations. I hope you're good with spreadsheets to figure all that part out.
And why Hawaii is different. And I always kind of chuckle with people because people will come to me all the time and go, hey, I want to be cash flow positive and get a 5% return on that cash flow. And then so you're looking at an investment from one component, just the cash flow component. You have this leveraging component that's different than every other place or every other type of investment where you can borrow against, bring in 20% or 30% of the value of the property, use somebody else's money to borrow against it, have a payment, have a renter pay that portion off and down. So you are getting a return on the principal reduction. Then you got appreciation over time and you got depreciation that you can use on your taxes. So there's actually 4 different ways you can get a return on a property. So I look at cap rate and then what is the life of the performance of that property over time is called an internal rate of return. And that's the bigger analysis that you should do from a property. What is this thing? How's this going to perform in all the different areas based on what you need?
Yeah, that's a great point. And you know what? Tom Kerr agrees.